Johnny and Sheener Punk Rock Dadcast is brought to you by Threads of Society. Printing and band merch. You can get hoodies, tees, stickers, pins, and more. Make your custom order at threadsofsociety.rocks.
Hey, this is Cone McCaslin from Sum 41, and you're listening to the Johnny and Sheener Punk Rock Dadcast.
Welcome. Today is May 9th, 2024. This is Season 2, Episode 11. We have the usual suspects. I'm Johnny Zero, and Sheener Macaulay joins us, hailing from Oshawa, Ontario. Welcome to the Punk Rock Dadcast. We are not exclusive to dads, moms, or those who can or cannot procreate, or choose not to. We are just two dads who love punk. We're here to talk about punk. Local, unlocal, old, new, large, and small. No rules, no holds barred. Being a punk show, listener discretion is fucking advised. Thank you for wasting your time with us. Thank you to the Threads of Society for our merch. Email us at punkrockdadcast@gmail.com. We may or may not get back to you,
but I always will.
Today on our show, we have Mr. Mike McDevitt, a.k.a. War.
Hello.
You can put that a little closer to your face this time.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. How's it going? Welcome.
Mike's like, I don't know what to say, but it's just like, now that the mic's in front of you, just talk.
I don't know.
Here, put it.
Okay, I'll
like
get the
Mike.
ball going. So you've been in the scene for quite a while.
Yeah, my first show was like SNFU at the Moon Room in like '94 or something.
Yeah. So you were born in Oshawa too?
No. I'm from Perry Sound.
Oh, are you? Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm not the most techie person. Like, there we go.
Cool.
Perry Sound. When did you? When did you move down this way?
Maybe 8 or 9.
Okay. So
2008 or 9?
No. Like when I was 8 or 9.
Oh,
years old.
yeah. So I mean, you spent most of your punk rock life out here.
My entire punk rock life is Oshawa.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Okay, so that's cool. 14. How old are you now? I don't even know how old you are.
Oh, I'm 42 now.
Okay, so you're not that old. So before the show you were complaining you were moving slow because you were old, and you're not that old.
Yeah, but he's got a physical labor job, not just one where he sleeps for half the day.
Yeah. I worked 12 hours today. I did a 12-hour shift already.
I didn't to fill Johnny in because we were talking outside, but I think I've probably had about 7 hours sleep all week combined.
Damn, why?
I've been working until 4:30 like in the morning every day this week. So
damn, and you're not even drinking now.
I know.
How are you even pulling it off?
Because I'm not drinking. I can just
Red
bounce
Bull.
right back, I guess. And these Red Bulls,
eh?
We gotta get sponsored from them.
Yeah, if it's not alcoholism or seizures, it's gonna be a fucking blatant heart attack.
You know, your time's up. All right, so let's talk.
Mike has been sending all of these records to my house that I've been filling up my collection with.
Yeah, I need a safe place to send records. My apartment doesn't really allow record drop off.
Yeah. So, what have you what have you sent to my house so far?
Okay, so what have I picked up already?
I don't even.
Two Suicide Machine records, the ones that are from Asbestos Records, the one that Matt Flood pressed.
Okay.
I got those in pink. They're beautiful. Those are the ones I just showed you
Oh,
a few
right.
minutes
Nice.
ago. The new Laura Jane Grace, which is on your record player, which is also another pink record because I collect pink records.
We'll play a track from that.
And Wormrot. It's like a grindcore band. There's been like a meme going around on like Facebook and everything for years of like this goat baguette that's at like this French punk show, and the band that was playing was Wormrot, and that's like the record I just got.
You ever eaten goat?
No. Oh yeah, I have eaten goat. Yeah, I totally have eaten goat.
I love goat.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
No?
No.
Yeah, goat roadie.
Yeah. I gotta take you to the roti shop.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You like spicy food?
Yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah?
Of course.
Awesome.
Did the one chip challenge.
Oh fuck. No.
Yeah.
It's not for
Me and Matt Rock did it.
Those were kind of weak.
Did you do the one in the coffin?
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah.
I make my own hot sauces.
Yeah.
Get spicy.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, didn't we used to? We had a hot sauce exchange at one point.
Yeah,
you,
we-
me,
we-
and Steve, and I think Rory or Kieran. Or
Yeah. Even Bonus does back in the day. He does some hot sauce. A bunch of people, a bunch of punks.
that
all
was
does
like
that.
fucking 15 years ago.
It was funny once when SNFU played the Mustache Club.
Yep.
I was out front there and I was coming up to Bonus and I was trading him a couple of the hot sauces I had, and someone thought we were doing a drug deal, but it was really just.
Okay, so I have some
hot sauce.
superstition that you should know about.
Okay.
The Trinis believe that it is bad blood, bad juju to hand hot sauce to someone in their hand. You have to put it down on the counter and they have to pick it up.
That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
Do you know the origins of it? Or?
I don't have any idea, but if you try
I'm gonna
to,
have to Google that.
if you try to pass hot sauce to my Auntie Sandra, she go, "Hey, no, don't to me with that thing." You can try to throw it to her, and she'll let it fucking fall on the ground. Man.
Really? Eh? It's like
glass
a superstition. Or?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And I mean, I'm relatively atheist, but I am fucking superstitious.
Yeah.
So, hey,
Everyone
I don't
has-
walk-
Well, hey,
I don't
bad
walk
luck's
under
bad luck. It doesn't matter where it comes
Right.
from.
I don't walk under ladders. I don't open umbrellas up inside, or just try to avoid it as much as possible.
You know, I lived on the 13th floor for a while.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. It was the 14th, but
Well,
still, like,
yeah,
who are
there
you
you go.
fooling?
Yeah. You know,
Come
in
on.
Vancouver, it's
I can
even
count.
worse because the Chinese or one of the Asian communities, I think it's Chinese, also believe 4 is bad luck.
all
so they
different weird numbers. I did glazing out there, did a bunch of glass work in there.
So they don't
and
have
crazy.
4th floors, 14th floors. So it goes right from 12 to 15 because there's no 13
Yeah.
or 14. There's no 24. And I don't know if they go all the way up to like 40th floors if they don't do 40 and it just goes to 50. I haven't been up to a building that high. I don't know. But I
Like,
know.
if you're gonna do that, like, let's say you skip 13, well, then make the 12th floor double high, and it's like the
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it,
Yeah. Like a
a luxury,
yeah, sure,
fucking
a
whatever.
penthouse.
Yeah.
fucking
A
mid-floor
mid floor. Yeah, exactly.
It's actually funny. Working in Vancouver was the last job I did for the company I worked for before, and I left because I have a super like not a superstition, but like a fear of like to see sea monsters being washed out to sea, and I'm always afraid if I'm in Vancouver, some tidal wave's just gonna wash you out just because the way the topography is
Yeah,
there.
eh?
Like it's weird. Like
I lived there for 4 years.
oh, I couldn't do it.
No?
I'm scared of whales and all that stuff. and
What? Why?
Sea creatures freak me out, man.
Fuck, eh?
Do
I've
you-
been to the
do you-
the westernmost point of Canada, which is Tofino. So basically, like,
Did you go surfing?
No, I did. I didn't.
The
but
sand
I
dunes there
sang
are
the song.
beautiful.
I definitely sang. the
Yeah.
surfing dunes. And then I got fired from my fucking shitty dishwashing job.
For surfing?
Fuck it. Yeah,
In
I took
Tofino?
like 4 days off. I didn't have a cell phone. I fucking hitchhiked out there, and I stayed. We talked about this in a previous episode. I stayed in Pools Land, which there's a Vice episode about it.
Okay.
I think I might have sent it to you or tried. At least we talked about it.
Yep.
There's just people living in fucking trees like the Lost Boys, man.
Oh yeah.
And like your daily dues is like, you know, pay $14 or do some dishes or dig a hole or some shit. And it's just like fucking transient people from all over the world. And I got high on mushrooms with a bunch of fucking people. And, you know, we're throwing rocks in the ocean. And like the next thing I mean, it's not that you can't see it from there, but like the next land is Japan.
Right. Yeah.
Right? So like we're fucking tossing rocks in the trying to skip all the way to Japan. Ain't gonna happen, obviously.
Right.
And you know, we're like, konnichiwa, bitches, you know, just like fucking just being fucking assholes. But I've since learned to respect different cultures.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, especially when you start to explore them. If you've actually, traveled through these places, it's really fascinating and neat. I find anyway.
Vancouver has like a 52%.
I'm talking like Japan, as you were referring to.
Matt Holpe just got back from fucking Japan.
Did he?
Yeah.
Somebody else did too.
His wife?
No, yeah.
All I know is you can't get good cereal in Japan. Megadeth's guitar player, I don't know if you know Marty Freeman, like he's ex-Megadeth guitar player, goes on Twitter and complains all the time about how he can't get good cereal, and people started sending him boxes over.
cereal?
No, hey. I don't know. We, my wife and I guess she got from Christmas, I guess, a gift. It was one of those, every month you get a snack bag from different countries and whatnot. So you trying out different shit.
Oh, I've heard of that.
That was really, really cool. There's some
I'm not
crazy snacks out there.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't do a whole lot of snacking. Like I eat like 1, maybe 2 meals a day.
Yeah.
Right? I usually don't eat till you know what today I did? Today I was working on my fucking bike in the garage. And then I left and I had a fucking plate of bacon wrapped scallops at like 2:00. And then I went for dinner at 5:30 with my family. And then I had like a half a sandwich and then I came home. But I just forget to eat.
Yeah. No, I eat like super late. Like I'm talking, I should send you photos.
7 p.m.
Like I'm talking like I heat it up, but like leftover dinner because I don't eat dinner. And then I have a steak and potato meal with corn on the cob or something. I'm eating at like 3:00 in the morning.
Jesus.
That's my dinner, and then
And then you
I'm
go to
good.
bed?
I go to bed and I'm good until,
I've been sharing a lot of meals with your brother lately.
yeah, I guess so. Now that you're a client,
Yeah, we go to Baxter's. I love it.
At the mall there?
Yeah,
Yeah, they got Guinness on tap.
yeah, and they treat us really well there, and yeah,
it's funny. Kind of everywhere I go, even like I got out to 2 bars, and of course I was over at Crooked Uncle there,
yeah,
and Jen.
yep.
She's like, she knows me from back in Jacksonville
So how does
station, right?
she know that you know me?
I don't know. I don't know how she knows the connection there. Maybe I don't know. That's a great question. I thought maybe through you, but she approached me because she does know you because she said, "Hey, you do the podcast with John, right?"
Oh,
Yeah, John Velvet.
Johnny Velvet.
John Velvet. I said
John
Johnny.
Velvet.
She goes, "No, I always knew him as John."
Really?
Yeah.
No, she calls me Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I walk in, she's like, "Hey, Johnny Velvet."
Oh, yeah.
I order a black velvet usually, which is like Strongbow and Guinness on top, and it just kind of like mixes in. It's like a layered thing.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
I've had them before.
I fucking love them.
They are delicious.
And there's a few select bars in the area that just fucking automatically pour me one as soon as I walk in the door because
I haven't been in a bar scene in this town in so long that I don't even know what's good anymore.
So I do a lot of work.
Yeah.
In
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I know. Well, I sit there with this fucking laptop, right?
No, I know.
With my little briefcase, and I'm like, where the fuck else am I gonna go? All right, I already had 2 coffees in the morning. I'm not gonna go to fucking Tim Hortons, Starbucks, or otherwise sit around some fucking yippity ass fucking people.
Yeah.
Yuppies and fucking I don't associate with them at all.
Yeah.
Right? But like I meet a ton of tradespeople in bars.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
And I connect with a lot of like, I'm always wearing my EJP contract.
Yep.
And,
I've been there to witness it with you.
right.
Yeah.
Gear or
Yeah.
whatever, right? And like we'll start talking about a job and then they're like, "Oh, you know what? I'm a drywaller or I'm an electrician or I know
Yep.
this guy or I know that guy." I'm very well. It's unfortunate because it usually there's alcohol involved, but I mean I make a lot of connections that way to local tradespeople that I can use on regular jobs.
That's one thing I miss about working in the trades is going for beers at lunch. Now at my job, it's 12 hours straight.
Fuck
Sometimes
that.
no breaks. Like
Yep.
sometimes I have to fight them just to like 10 hours in. Like I'm gonna go
Yeah.
eat. And
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't have to be in the trades for that.
true that.
And that was your dad's session of our podcast.
Oh yeah,
Renos.
oh yeah.
If you need Johnny,
I do them.
you do 'em.
Actually, I just got a whole bunch of new business today, so I'm really happy.
Good.
But it was all through my door hanging campaign.
Oh, really? Eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You getting the girls out to do that for you already?
No, I got a couple of Indian students, exchange students.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the ones we dropped off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, were you there?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I picked you up. Yep.
Yeah. Which is funny because I had that on my list actually because we were talking last week. That was 2 weeks ago with Lexi. That was the week we dropped them off. About how ridiculous that rent is for them, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
It's everywhere. Go on Marketplace on Facebook. Every single place to rent in Oshawa right now is like 1 bedroom, but it's a shared house with like 3 other people, and it's like $800 or $700 for that one room and a shared bathroom and a shared.
The rental thing is kind of
main
crazy.
floor.
It's kind of sad. Like, it's not even just Oshawa. You see Waterloo. My girlfriend lives on Waterloo, and even out there, students, 3 people to 1 bedroom. It's sad. Like, I'm lucky. I only pay like $1,300 all inclusive for a 2-bedroom, and I'm happy I got that. I'm like, I don't want to even leave it ever.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's funny too because I don't know if somebody's doing smart marketing or if it's just my a lithogram or whatever you want to call it. But I'm getting
algorithm.
Algorithm. Sorry, I was wondering what the hell were you adjusting the volume with your foot there because I felt like my level just dropped.
Yeah, I am because you're louder than everyone else.
As I should be. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway,
This is for your benefit later, buddy.
I get these ads in between, and it's for trailers like pop-up tents, pop-up trailers, and everything like that.
Oh shit.
$32 bi-weekly or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit, man, that's way cheaper than rent.
Oh yeah. But you got to find somewhere to land it. You got to you got to power it. It's probably not 4 seasons.
No, not a pop-up.
Right. A pop-up? Is it like a marketplace ad that you're seeing for pop-ups? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, even our trailer park's not fucking 4 season.
No.
It opens tomorrow.
just buy a piece of land and put a trailer on it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That'd be easier.
How much is
Old
that
school
land?
bus.
There's a few places I've been looking at, like 200,000, just like up Raglan area for like a couple acres
Really?
with streams and stuff.
If you ever see that again, tell me.
I will send you
Because
the
I'll just
links.
build a fucking house on it.
No kidding. 200,000.
Yeah. Raglan
it-
ain't that far. Raglan's 8 minutes from here.
No, I know. It's
It was
Yeah.
on Facebook
6 minutes
Marketplace.
from my house.
There was a house since since this halal market thing came out. There's been tons of houses that have hit the marketplace under 500,000. Like I've been even looking because my Credit Karma thing, it
Right.
attaches me to
Right.
like realtors and stuff. And it's like you can get put a thing on for this house or this or that with your RSPs and
Right.
first time home buyers
Right.
and there's tons of houses that have just hit the marketplace for under 500. Like there's like a few townhouses in South Oshawa that are like 300,000. Like
Yep. So you've been to this new venue 222.
yeah,
You go to a lot of the Little Beasts shows too, don't you?
Little Beast, Brew Wizards. They just did one at the new Simcoe Blues and Jazz.
Yes.
I try and make it out to all the smaller shows when
Yeah.
I can.
How was that Simcoe Blues and Jazz one?
Marbled bathrooms. It's like this is a punk show, and it's like this is like the classiest
Yeah.
place ever.
Yeah?
Like,
They just slapped a coat of paint on it.
yeah, they did slap a coat of paint on it. Even the marble work's not the greatest, but I mean, it's nicer than it was.
You know what's funny? Everything in there is in black and white.
Yeah. The bar looks nice, but it's
Yeah.
high. It's a little too high.
It is high. Yeah, they either need higher chairs or a lower bar.
Oh,
but it's
that's
like
the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're sitting up like you're a fucking toddler.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up high.
I'm picky. Like even like I have the adjustable
Yeah.
thing in my workbench in the garage there,
Yeah.
and if it's a quarter inch off, I know exactly. It's like
Yeah.
And they have
standard height here.
they have a wall in between the stage and the bar. That kind of
Right.
hampers things too. For if you
Yeah,
want
I
to
don't
dance
like the
floor.
new location of the bar, but I was there on Sunday, and they were like, the acoustics in here suck. And I was trying to tell them that I'll sell them some of these things, these sound baffles, because I make them and I put them everywhere.
Okay. Yeah.
And that could really help because, like, it's too bouncy.
What'd they say?
They were like, let's talk.
All right. Slap our logo on them.
Yeah, acoustic paneling like that really does help sound.
Yeah, oh yeah, big time.
Huge.
I mean, fuck. If you're in an empty room and you clap, it'll bounce for a minute, right? And then you got couches, you got pillows, you got furniture, you got things that the sound can bounce off of in here, like especially because I do this because we record the band down here too. So I just repurposed the band gear for all of our podcasts.
Comes in handy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But it sounds pretty good down here for a fucking $50,000 fucking studio.
Is Ed the Sock playing your single, I suppose you can call it now, or not yet?
I have no idea because I go to bed around.
Yeah, I know, but I messaged you. I think I messaged Savage too, and he's like, awesome, but this is the wrong song.
Yeah. Ed's playing some of our music on the overnight show.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's what we play in our booth, like at work. That's what we get in there.
Yeah. So you probably hear me calling a lot.
Yeah.
So, you've been to a bunch of shows recently?
Yeah, I try to make it out to some of the smaller shows.
Tell us about them.
I don't know. I'm old. I just kind of like stand in the back. I'm not even like drunk anymore. I'm not like partying it up. I'm just kind of sitting in the back. One of the records I brought here that's a really good local band that like people should check out is Among Legends. They are solid, kind of fun, upbeat, happy, like positive message. And what was the other band? The Mendozas. They are putting in a lot of work. Like they're doing a lot of shows. They're doing the one at Brew Wizards coming up.
You have one of those records here?
I don't have Mendoza's one,
Okay.
but what do you call it? I have the Among Legends one here.
Let's play one. And that was 5 years by Among Legends from the album Take Good Care, which was just re-released on Factor. Listen, buddy, I think I did this to you, and I'm really sorry. Because you put it on the top of the truck, and then I popped the fucking trunk so that Will could get my beer out of there, and I think I fucking put a good-sized dent in your thing. So if you want to leave this here, and I'll buy you another one, I like this record. So.
Yeah, these guys sound fucking great.
I'll take it. You break it, you buy it. Sorry, buddy. Shouldn't have happened. Well, I want to officially apologize to you because I'm a nice guy. Anyway, that was a good song.
Yep, they're being added to my Apple playlists.
We were on the way here and we were in the Tim Hortons drive-thru, and Mike's like, we're listening to Faction, and he's like, he just heard something he liked, and he's like, I'm gonna follow these guys right now. I wish more people would do that.
Yeah, I know.
You know, here's something you like.
Yeah, I love finding new music. Even the young kids at work, like I work with like a lot of 20-year-olds, and I love finding new stuff from them.
Oh yeah, I have XM, and either whether if I'm in the car or whatever, I take a picture of whoever's playing. I've never heard them before. You know.
Fuck, I can't even find the time to listen to my own band. The guys are here, like, we're here once a week for like 4 hours. And they're like, Johnny, listen to the song when you're on the road, because I'm in the truck fucking 8 hours a day. And they're like, just put it on in the background. I'm like, you know, I'll put it on. All of a sudden, ring, fucking somebody's calling me.
Yeah.
Or I just remind, something pops in my head, and I have a reminder that I need to call this supplier for this. Get that there. Call this guy, make sure he's there, make sure he's got what he needs. It's just fucking all day.
Oh yeah,
I had the Queens of the Stone Age record on one day, just because it was like the last thing I played on my phone or something.
Yeah,
and I didn't get through one fucking song of that album that entire day. Not one song.
Yeah,
it kept on restarting, like every time I got back in the truck. And I'm like, wow, I really am familiar with this intro.
I used to have the opposite. I'd put on a song because I'd want to listen to it, and I totally forget I put it on for myself. So you'd start it over again.
Yeah.
And then,
actually, I put on an entire album when I was changing my oil in the garage today.
oh, that's good.
So that was
That's
nice.
good. Yeah.
What album was it?
It was No Fun Mondays. Billy Joe and his sons put it out from Green Day during COVID. Like, he had a studio set up at his house, and like every Monday they would record another. It's all covers.
Yeah.
And it's got like I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany.
Oh yeah.
And That Thing You Do from that stupid movie, That Thing You Do from like the 90s with Tom Hanks. It was about like a one-hit wonder, and they called themselves the Wonders, like the O-N-E.
Yeah, it sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it sounds fun though.
They put
It
out,
was
yeah,
fun.
They put out a vinyl for this.
They put it up. Well, yeah, they put it. I mean, they put it in an album, but it was him and his two sons, and he.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. You threw
Oh.
me off there. Yeah, because you said you were listening to a record. I assumed you were listening to a record in your.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was on vinyl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
They put it
Showed
out.
us a little record.
No, yeah.
That was
So
that.
fancy now.
That was that sweet. There's fucking 5 fucking record players in this house now.
Yeah.
My wife wanted the fucking Taylor Swift album. She doesn't know how to use any of the record players down here, so I bought her one that's like a one-touch button, and it's upstairs under the TV up there now.
Did you see?
So I got that one right there, the one in the fucking garage, and the one in the trailer.
Yeah. Did you see that video? I think I sent you the fucking guy on that A&E show, neighborhood thing.
Yes.
The
yeah.
guy that goes to the door cam and says, "Hey, I'm in a
Hey.
punk band next door." And
Yeah.
yeah.
Can you just stop playing your Taylor Swift so loud? It's getting into my head when I sleep. And every time I create a new melody for my band, stuff like this is coming out.
That's happened to me before.
Yeah.
I was like writing a guitar riff, and I was sitting around playing around with it, and it was just Katy Perry's "Hot and Cold."
Yeah, there you
I was
go.
like, what the hell?
Yeah, never fall asleep with your AirPods on
No.
random.
Yeah.
You're going to wake up with fucking... Relax. You're on a beach. Like 10 hours of fucking white noise or something.
Yeah. I listen to a lot of that shit when I go to bed.
Yeah.
Fucking like camping noises, crickets and shit.
Oh yeah.
It's all Star Trek.
Campfire.
I don't watch anything else other than Star Trek. You want to go to sleep, just Star Trek on TV.
TNG only.
No, all of it.
All of it?
Well, right now I'm on the new season of Discovery.
Nice.
We finally see what Breen looked like.
I stopped watching it after about the second one, but it is a really fucking good show. But I fucking decided to stop subscribing to fucking 50 different things for like one fucking show that I watch on everything.
Yeah.
I only watch Star Trek, so it's on my Amazon now. You don't have to get the bell thing anymore. You just go on Amazon.
I canceled Amazon.
Oh.
I canceled my Amazon Prime, and I'm a fucking better person for it. I'll tell you what, because I knew that that's why this fucking basement is full of bullshit. Because I can look for anything and get it the next day. But I'm thinking to myself, and no judgment to anybody who does, but I'm like, I'm a local entrepreneur. I want to support local people, and if I can buy this from a local supplier or a local store, like I want to try to get stuff from Barry more often than fucking ordering the shit off of Amazon. If I can get it from direct from the supplier, great. Skip Amazon though.
Yeah.
Right. And like it makes me a little bit more conscious of my purchases. Like she wanted to go and get her like a scooter or something like that, and I was like, you're gonna pay $90 for a fucking scooter for the kid with light up wheels from China. It's gonna fall apart in about as long as she outgrows it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna end up in the fucking garbage. Jerry Seinfeld said this one very important and pragmatic thing in like one of his little things, stand-up thing that he did, and it was like everybody's house is a garbage processing facility.
That's right. Yes.
Right? Anything that you can't take any of the shit with you. This is for your personal enjoyment for the period of your life, and then it ends up in the trash.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna end up with all this fucking garbage, and that's all it is. None of this shit's worth anything to anyone else.
No, and speaking of, I don't know if Brooklyn does it, but in Oshawa we had the the Sunday
May
thing.
4th.
Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. Yeah.
It was the May giveaway day or
Kirby.
something.
Oh, I missed those when I was younger. You go and pick these people's garbage.
Yeah,
Cool
yeah.
stuff, whatever. I found some great vinyls like that throughout the years. Like
Oh, no
always
shit.
going, like Billy Joel records when I was like 13 and 14.
Oh, hell yeah. People got wise, though, and they realized that their fucking vinyls are coming back, and there's a huge resurgence. Like, half of my collection I bought for $80 from, like, a marketplace deal right before, people started using Discogs to figure out how much, like, something is worth or whatever. Are you on that?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No.
It's like an online... Are you?
Of course I am.
Okay. It's an online categorizing system that you sort of use. You use like the ISBN number or whatever's on the back.
Right. So it's like a Beckett for hockey cards.
Yeah, it tells you what your
Essentially.
approximate value is and stuff like that. What you like, I keep my Discog, and then I also keep what I pay for it in like a separate notebook with my
Okay.
shipping.
Right.
And it's horrible. Shipping is like
Does it
Oh,
show
yeah.
you? Does it show value on like condition wise too?
Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely.
everything.
Yeah.
Yep. So, and it's like you can have comparables, and it's like recently this sold for X on Discogs.
These are the
Yeah,
ones that
okay.
I bought over the last 2 years, and I guess I
Yeah,
spent like
okay.
$12,000.
I input like I don't know. I started going alphabetically. I'll show you my record collection a little later, unless somebody already did. But it's like alphabetically, except for all these. This is all country and classical and bullshit that I didn't really want to categorize with my other shit. 'cause I didn't
Yeah,
wanna-
I've got those.
It was like a fucking giveaway shit. But I set up some new speakers down here yesterday, and like actually one of these came in really handy. This one right here, 120 music masterpieces, and the first one is like the soundtrack from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
That's
And
awesome.
All my
Yeah.
speakers down here.
Oh yeah. That'd be cool. That'd be cool to hear.
One thing I like about finding these old records, though, is you can still find all the old Herb Alpert. I'm
Oh,
not
shit,
sure you
yeah.
like that, like the horn guy, like that plays the like Mexican kind of like
Yes.
stuff.
You
I
know what?
love that stuff.
Our favorite around here, and our family was living with us. My wife's family was living with us, not in this house, but when I was living on Grandview during COVID. So there was 8 fucking people living in that house, in a house meant for about 4 people, maybe 5 or 6 if you have a big family. But like, they sold their house and they were moving to another house, but it was 6 months before they could whatever. And the kids are only there half the time because sometimes we're with their dad. But we were drinking a lot of red wine.
Yeah.
And we were hooked on Chuck Mangione. So now, like, every time it's just a joke. Like, anytime there's like dinner or whatever, like we'll put a fucking Chuck Mangione album on. And it's the Feel So Good album. We have like 3 or 4 other records too of his, but like she's not interested in any of those.
Yeah.
She just wants to hear that.
Yeah.
It's just a feel good fucking album,
Right
you
on.
know?
Yeah.
There's no words. It's like the guy plays like a fucking flugelhorn or some shit. Like a French horn or whatever.
Okay, that's cool.
And so sometimes when I'm down here I put on my Batman, my 1991 Batman, and just brood. I love that soundtrack.
It's too bad. It's too bad. We didn't go back to the '90s, and you'd have a home phone, and I'd call you up, and your wife would be like, "Oh, he's in the Batcave."
Yes.
Look at this color too. You're gonna love this.
Oh, jeez.
Soundtrack albums are worth a lot of money too. It's kind of crazy. Like some of those weird soundtrack albums I picked up over the years, just here and there, are like.
Remember Columbia House?
Yes.
Yeah.
I still have a bunch of Columbia House records.
And BMG.
I wonder if that's still a thing.
No, but I still owe the money probably. That's probably the collectors calling me. You didn't buy those
Because
extra
seriously,
5 records.
I would love to pay 49 cents for like 10 albums.
Yeah.
And then cancel.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't think that shit is a thing anymore.
No.
I don't know. I should look that up. In fact.
Well, actually, Fat Records does those like record things. That
I wanted
get,
you
like,
to have
those-
that. Yeah. I found that, and I don't do CDs anymore. It's like an Epitaph sampler.
Cool.
I thought you might like that.
Who are you talking to here?
You.
Me?
Yeah. Do you have something to play CDs on?
Yeah, my buddy lent me a laptop to use.
Oh. That's right.
I was talking to this with somebody the other day.
The
About
records.
Are you talking about my laptop?
Yeah, I'm talking
Yeah.
about your laptop.
I was like, you have another buddy?
I was looking for there was an old Ontario Punk CD downstairs or
Yeah.
something, and I was like, "Fuck, I don't have a CD player." Oh, Johnny's got a CD drive. Wow,
That's right. It's actually a Blu-ray DVD drive.
wow.
Sorry, you were going to say something?
I was gonna say that record store in the Oshawa Center. I guess new ownership has taken over.
Now and then.
And now and then. And I was in there one day buying a few records, and they were giving away free CDs. And one of the CDs there had like a whole bunch of anti-fascist ska and punk and stuff on it. And it was just like a free CD they were giving away. I was like, "That's awesome!" And like I have nothing to play CDs. I don't think.
No?
But
I actually have.
I don't even have a TV in my living room. I just have a record player.
Nice. Yeah, we got too many damn TVs.
I probably still have like 800 CDs, maybe closer to 1,000.
There are 4 fucking TVs in my trailer.
Yeah, I know.
And then everybody's got a cell phone and a tablet too.
Yeah,
Fuck. It's too much.
I know.
But you know what? Like today we put our phones away. We had a meal together at a restaurant, Like they were getting a little anxious, a little antsy after waiting for 25 minutes for
Yeah.
the food. And then, we put on fucking 5 seconds worth of Bluey. Before one episode was done, the food was here. And then they were like, I took it away, put it back in my pocket, and they were like, oh. And I'm like, shut up.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm right here.
yeah.
How was your day?
How did we get through it as kids?
We beat on each other and then got smacked by our parents. We beat on our
I was
siblings.
like, I don't know. What did we do? We
Road
just-
hockey.
Yeah. We were
Yeah.
fucking kicking each. If you're talking about a restaurant,
Yeah.
kicking each other, bouncing off the walls,
Oh, restaurants. Yeah.
Yeah, restaurants, but I don't even recall like the menus like they have now at or where you can draw on the actual
Well, Melanie
table.
Pringle's fucking menu the interior of that restaurant hasn't changed in 50 fucking
No,
years.
yeah, I know.
So,
You guys like that place, eh?
yeah. The kids do.
That's
Yeah.
one way the Whippy Mall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been there forever.
Ever. Yeah.
Hasn't changed.
My-
I used to live on Long Drive, like just south of there. So we went there when I was a kid, and it's just Central Whippy. It's like 10 minutes from here, basically 50 minutes straight down Thixon. So it's not bad. The girls' school used to be closer to there. Now that they're in Brooklyn, they're already hooked on it. So,
Yeah.
we just go there. Like, there's not a lot of places like for kids in Brooklyn. And if they are, like, they're fucking just expensive. Like, there's a couple of local... I mean, Melanie Pringles is a locally owned joint.
Yeah.
Right? Which is why I specifically like to go there. There's one up here in Brooklyn. It's Bistro 1867 or Baldwin Bistro or whatever. It's nice, but it's adult contemporary. You know, there's not like a little fucking
yeah. If it's the
treasure
same
chest
place,
at
I'm thinking of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Melanie Pringles has always been family. Like,
Yeah.
My first job when I moved to this part of Durham was at the AMP, which is now the Metro
Yes.
in that plaza.
Yeah.
And I mean, I went there with my mom. That place has always been like,
Yeah.
even when I was a kid, family friendly.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
super
yeah.
nice atmosphere. Great. I can't say anything bad about.
They
that
got that
place.
half a car on the wall, and they got a pool
Yeah,
table
yeah.
in there too. You know, that's what we used to do when we were kids. We used to go to the pool table and just fucking chuck balls around.
Yeah, you're right. Yes.
Yeah, you remember doing that?
Yes,
ever?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. When they just leave the balls actually out on the table.
And then they're like, "Here, try the darts." And then you get hurt, and then you cry, and then you come back, and your dinner's ready.
Yeah, yeah.
And you got the ice cream. Yeah, they serve the ice cream in like a little cardboard truck.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you gotta take Finn there sometime.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, we saw our old backyard neighbors there today from when we were living in Oshawa, and they didn't even know they were going.
Yeah.
And I'm looking around for my wife because they were there about 15 minutes earlier than us, and we saw Kelly and Josh. You probably, I don't know.
Kelly and Josh.
They got the two little girls. She's like my wife's best friend, basically.
Probably if I saw her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you want to get more punk stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What else you got lined up for us?
You got a couple other albums here.
Yeah. There's one of these bands from Curse Blessings out of Toronto, Mall Crimes. They're a
Yes.
great Ontario band. I think we should give them some exposure. Like, they're another good, great local band that needs to get heard. Like,
Let's give them a spin.
Yeah.
This is Mall Crimes.
I'm arguing with strangers on the internet, not going out today because I'm feeling too upset. Arguing with strangers on the internet, and I'm winning. Arguing with strangers on the internet, not going out today because I'm feeling too upset. Arguing with strangers on the internet, and I'm winning. Arguing with strangers on the internet, not going out today because I'm feeling too upset. Arguing with strangers on the internet, and I'm winning. Arguing with strangers on the internet, not going out today because I'm feeling too upset. Arguing with strangers on the internet, everyone is wrong, I just haven't told them yet.
And that was Arguing with Strangers on the Internet, or just Arguing with Strangers, by Mall Crimes. So where'd you get that record from, Mike?
where did I get this record from? I am terrible with Toronto club names.
Was it a big club or a little club?
Just a little club. It was just one of the Curse Blessing shows. It was like,
East or West?
yeah,
Was it like...
maybe in the Rock Pile or something like that.
Okay. Yep.
It was one of the smaller little clubs.
It's like a
but
Etobicoke, Mississauga or whatever.
Yeah. It was a Toba
West End.
Mississauga. It
Yeah.
was one of the Curse Blessing shows that they put on. I went out there and they put it on there. I got to see them at the Atria too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they did one show there before everything got shut down there for punk shows.
Right.
But yeah,
Still
yeah.
a good place to catch a punk show. But it's a fucking... It's the diviest of bars.
Diviest.
It's a dive. We're talking about the Atria.
Yes.
aka the ashtray, which has been mentioned many times on this show because it is,
I just call it the ashtray.
yeah, it's the quintessential fucking dive bar. If you are not a local, don't go there.
Yeah,
if you are a local, don't
there.
go there. Fuck. We've got hosed so many times just playing there. Like, you know, they'll basically pay us a fucking pitcher of beer to split between 4 people, and that's it. And no cut of the door. Like, they'll be like, oh, nobody wanted to pay to get in, and we still needed the business, so we let them in. Or whatever. And then, like, no fucking sound guy that night, or the sound guy doesn't like you, and the sound sucks. I mean, they've got huge-ass speakers, but I'm pretty sure half of them are blown.
Yeah, oh yeah, more than half of them are blown. It is terrible.
The fucking place is a fire hazard.
I've seen the ceiling ripped down a couple of times at
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah. A paint job isn't making that go away.
No, not at all.
No. So how did you feel about the new bathrooms at the 222?
What was too? Oh, fuck.
The new dungeon.
Oh yeah. They were actually clean. Like there was
Yeah.
no pee on the floor. Like
Yeah.
I was like, I was talking about the Simcoe Jazz and Blues. The marble wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
But like the actual like marble work in 222 was actually nice. The bathroom.
Oh,
were,
don't
like,
worry. Somebody will destroy it. Somebody's going to sneak in a fucking...
Like I was like I was
Sledgehammer.
thinking, should
Just
I
do
pee on
demo.
the floor or should I not pee on the floor? I'm like, no. This
I know. I
place-
remember, like, there was, like, one urinal, one broken off urinal, one permanently closed urinal, and one shitter, and a hole in the floor. And
One of them
usually
was
the
flooding.
the fucking, yeah, one of them was always flooding. And, yeah, it was just, we're talking about the dungeon.
Okay.
We're talking about the old dungeon and peeing in the hole in the floor.
Yeah. 222. The bathrooms are actually kind of clean and nice. It's like when I went in, there's like at a tradition doing just pee on the floor and use the toilet. I use the toilet, but like.
I would just go outside.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't even have like.
No, I mean back then.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
I know.
Yeah, back in the day, yeah, totally. But now,
No, I mean, they didn't even have like doors on the stalls or anything
No.
back.
no,
Yeah.
no, God, no.
But you're on, you know, you're doing a little E and you have to take a shit. What are you going to do? You're not doing that in the fucking
No.
back. You got to take your chances with that open stall and hover.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you know, yeah. If you get drunk enough, who gives a fuck?
I don't think I've ever actually taken a crap at the dungeon. I've taken craps in some of the worst bathrooms ever, but never the dungeon.
No,
That was just
Shaner.
off limits.
Are we expecting another guest?
we are, and we're just trying to hook up with him right now. Jeff Towers, everybody. I want to
Thanks for having
apologize for our tough
We have an
schedule.
in-house guest. He doesn't have a camera. He's sitting to my left and in front of Shane.
All right.
Balls. So he's
But I didn't
silently
wear
observing. He may chime in. He's there.
Yeah, we were
Awesome.
just basically talking about you know, the Oshawa music scene and how it's changed, and how you will be here at the end of the month.
I will be. I'll be there at the end of the month. I'm going to be there the 28th in Guelph, the 29th in Hamilton, and the 30th in beautiful Bowmanville.
Belleville. I think
Belleville.
Belleville. I think you're in, aren't you?
Oh, no,
Or is it, no, you
Bowmanville,
are correct. You're in
Bowmanville,
Bowmanville. Because that's the
Yeah.
one I said that would be the closest for me to make it to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you
right,
playing
right.
in Guelph?
They're all at Long McQuaid. So
Oh,
it's-
that's right. You're the drum guy.
It's the
Drum
single
clinic.
drum theory drum clinic
So-
stuff. Yeah.
Do you know Craig?
Does Toots.
Teuton? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's my guy. Yeah, he's the guy that booked me on this.
Ah, gotcha. I figured
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
How did you know he would know Toots?
because he's
Oh.
the drum guy.
What happened here? I don't know what I did.
Uh-oh.
So how'd you get into this, and how are you? Tell us a bit about your history.
Oh, okay. My background is actually punk rock. I've played in punk rock bands forever in Calgary, touring all over Western Canada. And then I found myself in an opportunity to play with Chuck Reggae from Hot Water Music on an acoustic gig. And that kind of rolled into what this clinic is basically based on, is my experience with playing with Chuck. And it also is looped in my experience as a production assistant for Willie Nelson and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
cool.
Yeah, very cool.
fall into this idea, and have been working on this clinic since 2017.
Nice.
So yeah, and all during COVID, I had a bunch of like online stuff that was going off for Mapex and Vader and Remo. So it's been an interesting ride for sure, and definitely an interesting ride.
For sure. I mean,
What is the most interesting ride you've played? I'm talking, of course, about cymbals.
About my favorite ride, well, I've got a couple of ones that are my go-tos. The Memphis ride by Sabian. It's a 21-inch, kind of washy, but still kind of controlled. I also like the 24-inch bash ride by Sabian. And then for years, like when I was in my punk rock band, Bad Habits Die Hard, I used primarily the Neil Peart Paragon ride. And
Nice.
that was primarily for the bell. The bell was piercing, so powerful. Yeah,
Cool.
very cool. So I cut you off. I think we lost contact when we were talking about Toots. So
yes.
maybe we should back that up. Toots is the rep from Mapex, and it's one of the brands that I play for.
Yes.
So that's how all that went. Geez, I don't know what's going on with this thing. It keeps clutching up on me here.
Yeah, well, shit happens.
Yeah.
Do you know a chap by the name of Chris Boneless?
Chris Boneless. No, maybe. How would I know him?
I was just wondering for the Mapex drumming because I think he does them as well.
Chris Boneless? From where?
Random Killing. It's one of the bands out here.
The name rings a bell. Random Killings. Maybe. Is he on the team? I'm not sure.
Well,
Yeah, there's
maybe.
a lot of us kicking around.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, maybe you'll run into him while you're out this way.
Oh, I
If
fucking
he
did
is.
it again.
Chris Boneless Drums. 30-year touring veteran, session musician, proudly endorsed by Los Cabos Drumsticks and Mapex Canada, Mapex Drums. Random Killing, Filthy Kitty, Lumberg.
I think I know what was going on there. My Wi-Fi. I was working off of my work phone for a hotspot, and it was too close to my store, so it was latching onto the store. But I'm just in a distance that it's not strong enough. So now it should be good. Now we're good.
So tell
Okay,
us about the
perfect.
drum clinics that you're coming to do.
Well, the drum clinic is based on just snare drum, and it's a theory that I came to kind of developing when I got the Chuck Reagan gig to do a couple of Calgary dates, and thinking about it, I knew that full drum kit was going to be too much, that I should probably dial it back to just snare and use brushes, but I didn't want it to be like boring or whatever, so I still needed to have a powerful feel to it, because obviously Chuck's stuff, are you familiar with Chuck? The energy is really high, and
No.
it's powerful, so needed to find a happy medium that wasn't overbearing yet still had the energy and the power to bring the ruckus, so to speak. And so in the end, I ended up using
Chuck is what? A style of drumming?
Chuck Reagan is an artist. He's in hot water music.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he's the singer for hot water music.
Got
And
it.
Yeah,
that,
they were just in town with Off with Their Heads.
yeah,
Oh.
literally. Like, I think this past weekend,
Yeah.
right?
3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah. With I think the other band on the bill was Quicksand.
It
Sounds
could have
right.
been.
Yeah.
Were
Yeah,
you at
no,
that show, Shane?
No, I wanted to go to see Off with Their Heads again.
That's
Such
what we
a great
saw
band.
last year, right? When
Yeah.
we stayed at the Drake.
Yeah, we saw them at
Garrison.
the Garrison. That was a good show.
nice.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Nice. That band's awesome too. Like, Off with Their Heads is probably one of, in my opinion, one of the better kind of still not super big bands, but still has a big following, even though they'll play like bar shows and whatnot, as well as open for bigger bands on bigger
Yeah.
tours.
I mean,
So
I
it's
love
even
I love-
small.
I love the bar shows. I thought that was a great venue to see them at. It was perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. They played here with the Palomino a couple years ago. It was my birthday, so we went down for. That was where my birthday was that year. It was fun.
Nice. Very
Yeah.
cool. Very cool. So 3 days
Mhm.
out here, and then you're back home. What's next
I
after
have
you're back home?
actually. It's all the stuff is front loaded. So my first clinic is actually this Saturday, May 11th in Calgary at the Northwest along McQuaid, called Royal Vista.
Yep.
And then the 22nd of May, I'm in Red Deer, Alberta,
Right.
the center of Alberta. And it should be good. That one's a cool shop. They usually have a pretty good following on that. I've done it every year that I've done the clinic tour. I've played there. It's the only place that I've played multiple times on each year. So it's kind of like a home base. And yeah, and that one's sponsored by this legendary donut place called the Donut Mill,
Nice.
which is if you're a musician. But yeah, we're talking about Off With Their Heads. Yeah, they're one of the best bands I think in that circle of things.
For sure.
Cool.
They're
For
great.
sure.
They get a great energy.
Absolutely. Yeah. I like their kind of guerrilla videos too that they do. All their videos are so like no budget and shot with like it seems like a handy cam.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
Not
so
even a
cool.
cell phone. Everybody's phone records like 4 fucking K these days.
Five. Well, yeah, I guess
Yep.
it is 4K. Yeah. I'm already jumping to 5K.
5K.
8K.
Whoa.
8K is a thing.
I know.
Is
I'm
that
thinking.
is that for real? Is it 8K a thing now? I have no
8K
idea.
is a thing, yes. That's all the new TVs. I'm like, I can't see anything past fucking 1080p HDMI anyway. Who cares?
Yeah. Well,
fucking
otherwise,
blind.
I hate the TVs that make it look like they change the perspective or something, and they have like it makes it look almost too real. I
Yeah.
hate that because I don't feel like I'm watching TV, and then I'm instantly like creeped out by it.
Yeah, when TV looks more realistic than life.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, this doesn't look right at all. It's pretty interesting.
So you're
It's like
only playing a snare when you come to these clinics, yeah?
yeah, it's gonna be just snare drum with brushes, and
So is this like some drumline shit? Oh, it's just brushes, eh?
it's brushes. It's like it's the whole idea happened when I worked for Willie Nelson and I saw uh, Paul English and Billy English hold up the entire band in a stadium, and if they can do it with just snare drum and brushes, I was like, shit, this is it. And of course, all of that happened right around the same time that I got the first Chuck gigs, and I was like, holy crap, this could be the ticket. And since then, I played in a couple other bands. One band did a full record with just snare drum with brushes, and that band toured all over Western Canada. Played 125 dates in 2017,
Wow.
and yeah, it was, and we all had full-time jobs. That was the mental part. We all had full-time jobs, and we were playing like literally. I never had a day that was like either not working or playing. And sometimes it'd be like work during the day and then play at night, or play 3 shows in one day. So
So do you work for Long and McQuaid or you work for Mapex?
I I don't work for either. I'm an artist for Mapex, and I just get hired by Long McQuaid to do these clinics.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I currently have a weird cross section of jobs right now. Due to COVID, I picked up a day job doing e-com delivery for Save On Foods, which is a large Jim Pattison owned food chain in Western Canada,
Mhm.
and moved up the ranks right away to like a manager for the drivers. So that's what I've been doing for the last since 2020, basically, and then also doing concert production too. Now that that's back, that's been pretty regular as well. So there's lots. I do lots.
Excellent. And you are based in, where is this? Calgary?
Calgary, Alberta. Yeah.
How do you like old Cowtown?
It's, it's a good place, and it's a bad place at the same time.
How's
Like, it's
the
one of
punk
those
scene?
things. The punk scene is really vibrant here. There is a pretty killer little circle of all ages venues that happen that have kind of popped up since COVID. That then the kids is just like going back to like 1990s punk rock shows in halls,
Awesome.
which is awesome.
Yeah, because when I ran OntarioPunk.com, I mean, I remember there was a huge Calgary scene like that, like what Oshawa and
Mhm.
Burlington and stuff like that had, right? You know, the outskirts of Toronto
Yeah.
had. But yeah, Calgary
I
was
mean, we
always
got a lot of
huge.
big punk rock bands from Calgary too. I mean, we got Chicks Dig It, Belvedere, Downway back in the 90s again.
Yes, we
DeVille
have
was pretty popular.
we have a Downway lined up in a couple.
Nice. So
Yeah.
yeah, those guys are old school pals. We're going to like
Yes.
1995
Yeah, they played
when I first met Dave.
No, yeah.
Both Daves in that band. Yeah, way back when. Yeah, that's when Isaac Creasy was still around and playing drums for him. Rest his soul. He passed away a couple years ago. So yeah.
Yeah,
So
right.
Mm,
Right.
yeah.
Yes,
So
I
I'd
was
say
at that
Calgary's
show.
pretty
That
good.
was Straight Line.
Okay, did you see that band Darko that played? They ended up, my roommate was one that put on that show, and Darko's from England, and they're on this record label. I forget what the record label is called, but there's this band I love drones from them, and it was kind of weird because they're from England, and I didn't know they were on the same record label as this band. I knew,
yeah?
but yeah, that band Darko that played that night was something
okay.
really to check out.
Nice. Yeah, that was a
And
fun
where's
night. That was a
Darko
fun.
England.
From England. Oh, nice.
Yeah, Darko from England. There's like a couple of different bands with that name.
I think I do remember those guys.
It kind of stuck out for me because like those lead singer was wearing an Amnesty International T-shirt, like just on stage there. Like it's not like you don't always get political punk bands at the Atria, so it's just like I'm gonna check this out. They're supposed to be staying at my house that night because my roommate was putting on the show, and yeah, they put on an amazing show.
How many of us have put up a punk band in our fucking basement at one time or
Me.
while they're touring?
Oh yeah.
How do you fucking
Misery
run that
Signal
one
used
by
to
your
stay
wife?
at my
Eh?
house all the time.
You wake up in the morning, there's like 6 guys in your basement.
I
Yeah.
remember being on tour. This was just a recreational side of things. I was out on tour with Misery Signals, and we were playing. Oh,
There you are.
there we are. Yeah, this lady who we're staying at this kid's house, and his mom made this huge vat of bacon. Oh, I think I'm frozen again. Here, just a second.
Nope, I hear you.
Okay, the
Vat of bacon.
a big vat of bacon, and everybody in the band except for me and like one other dude were vegan. So it was like, they're like, "Oh my god, you have to go and eat the bacon," and I'm like, "Bacon? I love bacon." And they're like, "Yeah, we don't eat it."
Oh wow.
You each get
Yeah,
to
it was
dance.
pretty. That was kind of a treat, that's for sure. Like I'm talking like it was a massive pile of bacon. It was nuts.
BLTs
But
for
that was,
days.
East Coast punk rock hospitality, I guess. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
even know if the mom knew that there was going to be like 2 touring bands. Actually, it was more than 2. It was 4 of us. 4 touring bands showed up and stayed at their house. Like, it was just, I'm sure that kid was like, his parents are definitely cool because they were like, oh yeah, come on in. And I'm like, this is weird. I'm gonna go sleep in the van.
Yeah. Yeah, even my wife left the house when I had screaming at traffic by.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the thing, like being in the scene and whatnot and putting on shows, and then being a host and having people stay at your place. That's a commonplace thing, right?
Yeah,
It's
I'd
totally normal. There we go. Okay.
say. There you go.
Yeah, like I was saying before, I was rudely cut off by stupid technology. It used to be really commonplace to put on shows and then automatically have the band stay at your house, and it just turned into like a thing. And I mean, I remember having a band stay at my house one time, and it was back when you could like order porn on your TV. And my wife at the time, yeah, one of the guys in one of the bands ordered
Ah.
some porn and didn't tell anybody about it. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? She's like, what is this? She's like read off this like insane like fucking title. And I'm like, she's looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And
So this is
I'm
one
like,
of
yeah,
the things
that
that
wasn't
led to your
me. I
divorce.
swear to God.
Uh,
That band never stayed at our house again. I told them, yeah, you can't do that anymore.
oh my god.
Yeah, I feel like basement shows are kind of a thing of the past too.
Yeah, basement shows were amazing, man.
Yeah.
Bad Habits did our first show was a basement show, and I remember it was such a weird one too. Again, young kids putting on parties with their parents out of town, and and at the time I was in my 30s. So I'm like, fuck, if this was my kid, I'd be so pissed. But at the same time, nothing got broken and everybody was out of the house by 11 o'clock.
I wonder if we
So,
could do a show here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, would you be pissed at your kid or would you be proud?
well, I think I'd be proud now. I'd be proud now, but looking at that back then, I mean, my kid was at the time, she was like maybe 4 or 3. So already I was like dreading the idea of house parties. And I'm like, here I am, I'm a dad myself, and I'm looking around going, oh, you better put a coaster down. Better put a coaster down.
Yeah.
Like I was
No
like, I
fucking
felt
beers
so
on the
bad.
amps.
Yeah, no beers on the amps, no drinks anywhere. And everybody's of age, right?
All right, everybody gets a sippy cup.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Shots
dude.
only, and only at the bar.
Yeah, those are some good times, man. Doing
Yeah, this
hall
basement that
shows
we're
and-
sitting in. If you were here, you'd understand a little bit. But this is where my band records.
Oh, nice.
So we're just in the theater room area. There's about 3 sections of this very open 450 square foot basement. And there's like a bar, a theater area, and a drum area. And we all kind of squinch together. And it's actually not bad. Like
No, it's
good
great down here.
jamming once you got the 4 guys over there. And we sort of sit. Oh,
Seriously.
there's an unfinished section back there too. Storage.
That's awesome.
But
The
yeah,
dead
there's
case area, yeah.
I have 9 fucking heads down here, and some of them were worth like $3,000, and I would fucking kill somebody if they put a fucking
Oh yeah.
beer down on my mesa. I would just, yeah, we'd have to bury bodies.
Would you triple rectum fry them?
I would triple rectum fry them. Triple rectal fryer.
Yeah.
If anybody fucked with that telly, yeah. I mean, there's probably 50 fucking K worth of gear down here, but I've been collecting since I was 11.
Yeah.
And I'm older than that now.
Now you're 14, whatever. So
What am
out
I?
of those towns
37.
that I'm doing that clinic at, is there any cool places to go? I'm sure Toots has some ideas, but is there any
What-
recommendations?
What do you
for
consider
Guelph,
what do you consider
Hamilton,
cool?
or-
Are you looking for fine dining, or are you looking for like a pub, a bar, a venue, a show in Bowmanville? You're going to Bowmanville, yeah?
Well, Bowmanville, Guelph,
Yeah.
and Hamilton.
The
Yeah.
hammer.
The Doors is a good, the Doors is a good punk venue in Hamilton if you're around that area.
The Doors. Okay.
The
In Hamilton.
Taco Metal Bar
Okay. I've heard of that one.
sounds sweet. In Guelph, the Denim
The Denim.
on Wyndham Street is real cool.
Okay.
I think it's still called the Denim, but if you go down Wyndham Street, you'll see some bars. If you want a good burger, the Works is great down there. They serve them like fries in buckets and shit. Like you fucking get a giant ass poutine if you want some big ass food there.
That's awesome.
And in Bowmanville,
That's a tough one. You're pretty much
if you want some brunch in Bowmanville, go to the Yardbird.
The Yardbird.
The
Okay.
Yardbird. Most of downtown Bowmanville is pretty kitschy. But actually, if you want a very fucking cool place to go in Bowmanville, and it's probably right up your alley, Jeff, depending on the day, because he only has shows like once a month or maybe every other week. There's this real secret spot that this dude, his name's Sean. They call him Magoo. But he's got a property right down on the water that used to be an old electrical bunker. And the place is, he calls it the bunker. And like, it's a real path. You're parking on either side. Cops don't seem to go there yet. And like, it's a big fucking open place. Sometimes they have like a sandwich guy come in and, you know, whatever, but there's usually kegs flying around. It's typically BYOB.
Oh wow.
But it's a
It's
fucking
like
cool ass spot.
underground.
Yes. It's very fucking
That's
cool.
cool.
It's more of like country or bluegrass type of vibe, but they definitely put on the occasional rock show. It's not a punk venue per se, or at least not yet, but it's a real respectful older crowd.
Well, that's cool.
That'll be
I can get by
Thursday night.
bluegrass. I love bluegrass music, man.
It's a
That's
Thursday night that you're going to be there.
Bowmanville is Thursday, yes.
If you look up Lucky's Bunker on Facebook, I don't think he has anything going on Thursdays, but if you're sticking around for a Saturday, I don't know if you're bouncing to the next location.
I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. You see, the reason why I'm able to do all these tours really easy is I have flight benefits with WestJet due to them letting go of our entire department under the guise of COVID. So I'm out there for really cheap. So my flights are when I want to go back, I just book the flight and go. It's pretty loosey goosey. I mean, I should head back.
If out
the
of all
next
those
day.
places, that'll be the one you talk about when you get back home.
I bet. It
It's a
sounds
very
like an
cool spot.
amazing spot, man.
Yeah.
I've never even been.
No, I like to drink, so I don't want to drive when I go to that place.
Right.
I've been there twice, and fucking both shows were just spectacular.
Really?
Excellent
Like
people.
what bands are playing?
I don't even know. It's never usually bands I've heard of. I don't know. Fuck. The Doozies played there when I was there. They're local guys, but they're usually just like it's usually a stopover for like bigger acts that are trying to fill up a date, and it's just kind of secretive. I can't even give you an example right now, but if you look up some past shows like there, you might recognize some of the bigger names.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Yeah, I'll check it out.
maybe 80 to 100 people can fit there, and there's like 2 tiers and a rooftop, and it's pretty dangerous, but it's fucking spectacular.
All the best places are dangerous. Let's be real about that.
Oh, you know what? I just found it on Facebook. They have the private group here,
Yeah.
725 members. But you know what? It says under the about, it looks like the song lyrics or something. But I've read these. They've been posted online before.
Oh,
wow.
I don't know if that was like a sneaky way of letting people know something's going on there,
maybe.
or other people letting other people know there's something's going on there. But I've
Yeah.
seen these lyrics going around.
Oh, it's like that's how it works. They don't post that they have a show. They just like secret code if you
I
understand what
actually
it
get
is,
a text
what
from
it
the
is.
guy. I'm on
See,
the
that's
I'm on the
cool.
side track. And now that I've said it on the fucking podcast,
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm getting kicked out.
Well, I'm gonna join it and see if I get in.
Oh, sure you will. 'Cause they'll look you up and it's like, oh, friends with Johnny Petty. That guy.
Yeah.
That guy's cool. Go for it.
Doesn't look like they sell velvets or BYOBs. You have to bring, right? You bring your own.
Yeah,
They
BYOB.
have a burn.
Sometimes they'll have a keg or two kicking around, and it'll be like a buy donation kind of thing. The guy's
Right.
just a super nice and super generous guy.
Oh, that's awesome. You know,
Yeah.
there's not enough of those kind of cool places kicking around. You know, I mean, Canada's
No,
so
get in there
vast
before it
as far
shuts
as
down because
touring
it's
goes.
a sight to see, man.
It looks
Yeah,
super cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
Can I get your license back so you can DD me around?
You're right.
right
That looks
on.
fun. That would what do you call it? Flip me back. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. All right, Jeff. Do you have any
Yeah.
closing remarks about your upcoming festivities?
Well, I'm hoping to come out there more often because I really I've been getting a really good vibe from the Ontario community in regards to like people reaching out and going, "Hey, man, thanks for coming out already," and I'm not even there yet. So that's pretty cool. This tour originally was supposed to be in 2020, March of 2020. Oddly enough, the first date of the tour, I think, was going to be Guelph, and it was March 2020, March 16th, which, if you remember correctly, that was the day that the entire
Everything shut
world
down.
shut down.
Yes.
Yep.
I ended
Yeah.
up
Day
flying
before
all the
St.
way to
Patty's Day.
yeah, that was just it. Like I was supposed to do 4 days, all ending in Montreal, and it was going to be yeah, it was going to be amazing. And then COVID hit literally as the announcement happened while I was on the plane to Toronto that the whole thing was canceled.
Wow.
So this is almost like a rebook and kind of makeup thing. Because there hasn't been much going on for drum clinics in the last 2 years. I mean, I've done stuff in Alberta, but not traveling super far for this. So I'm really excited, man. It's going to be great. There's going to be a bunch of giveaways from Mapex, from Vader, from Remo, TNR Products, which is another sponsor. And overall, it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Awesome.
And each one is at 7 p.m. on at the Long McQuaid in each of those towns.
Free admission and
Great.
good for kids. Good for how young would you say?
As long as the attention span's there, that
There you go.
would
How
be the
long are
struggle,
each of these
right?
clinics? An hour?
Yeah, this one's an hour, and I play a couple Chuck Reagan songs. I play a couple of the Frontiers songs, and that's the band that toured a bunch using the Theory. And then I play a live recorded track, so the drums are taken out, but it's just a live recording of another guy that I play here with on occasion as well. And then a couple of secret songs. There's a Van Halen song, oddly enough, and a Chainsmokers song, just to show that you could do. It doesn't have to be necessarily roots Americana music that you can use the Theory on. So it's kind of neat.
Yeah, definitely cool to check out.
Absolutely.
So yeah, thank you so much for coming on our show. And I have those flyers from you. I will also circulate them on our socials and website.
Fantastic, man. Thanks for having me. Sorry about all the technical difficulties.
That's all right. It happens.
All right, guys.
We appreciate it.
We had about an hour's worth of them at the onset of this fucking. Anyway.
Yeah, there you go. Stay cool, guys. We'll talk
All
to you
right.
later.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That
Yeah.
was Jeff
Towers,
from
Calgary,
regarding.
Drum Clinic, Guelph, Hamilton, Bowmanville.
He's going to be inside you.
Yep. Check them out.
All right. Shall we play maybe one more?
I was going to ask if Michael had anything lined up for us because so far he's 2 for 2. He's on the ball.
Okay, well, this is something you can't really find on YouTube or like anywhere else. It's hard to find. There's like Trojan Records was like a thing back in the day, like Blue Beat ska and early reggae ska and everything. And I'm not a big Beatles fan. I'm a huge ska fan, but this album came from in the 60s, like the bands were doing covers in Jamaica of the hit radio songs they heard, which were like Beatles songs from England and everything, because they were under English control. So they ended up doing them with their beats and reggae beats. So these are songs by early ska and reggae artists in Beatles form, like it's Beatles songs.
Yeah, right on. So you haven't actually heard anything off this vinyl?
Oh,
yet?
I've listened to this record thousands
Oh, you
of
have,
times.
eh? Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
it's amazing. Like I'm not a big Beatles fan personally myself, but like this album with it, it flows together so nicely.
Beautiful. What track do you want to play? Or we'll just play something and we'll let our
Yeah.
listeners know what we decided on after.
Yeah, it probably works.
All right.
But Ben, this is Trojan reggae, ska music.
Oh,
And that was the Maytals with Give Peace a Chance from a very rare record imported from Czech Republic
Yeah, it was like the Czech Republic. I couldn't find many versions on Discogs.
on a 180 gram vinyl from Trojan Records, all ska and reggae bands covering strictly Beatles songs. Fantastic pick. Thanks for bringing that over, Mike. Where'd you get the nickname War anyway?
High school, Greg Tremblay and some Chris kid, because I always wore like army pants because I was like a weird little punk rock kid.
Uh-huh. Got it.
That was like long before I knew many of the people around here. Like,
Is it just stuck with you, eh?
yeah, I never left.
Kind of like Johnny Zero or fucking... What's fucking... Caveman?
Yeah.
Or what did they call Steve? Hurricane.
Hurricane Higgins.
Hurricane.
Well, no. His phone, like, he looks at me weird because he's never really seen Family Guy. He's not really up on, like, social things that goes on. But his name on my phone is No More Beans for You, Higgins.
Always a story. Shane's just coming in from a smoke. And we're going to wrap things up today. So we want to do a small business highlight.
Yes, let's do that.
Dojo for Brazilian Jujitsu. I interviewed some folks that are just opened up a new Jiu-Jitsu studio in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Port Perry on Reach Street. And we had the pleasure of speaking to the owners of that. And that interview's coming up.
So we are here at, what's it called? What's it called?
MSJ Combat.
MSJ Combat. And what does that stand for?
The initials of all of our last names.
Oh, you're one of the folks here.
So Marvilla, St. Lair, and Jackson.
MSJ Combat, and this is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu studio.
Yeah.
So explain Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to anybody who might not know what that is.
I would ask the professor there. Come ask the professor there.
Which one's the professor? The one holding all the babies.
The one that's holding the baby. Yeah. If you want to ask him a few questions.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay,
You busy?
sorry, buddy. No. It's good. Okay, let me just put it
Okay.
on my daughter.
Well, explain Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to those who might not know what it is.
Like we talked about yesterday about the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is like a human weapon, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Because you can you get your skin gets strong because on the mat, the gis, your skin gets strong and you know how to put somebody down. You know how to break the arms, to choke, to like a lot of things, you know, it's one of the best self-defense we have, you know.
You sound like you're from Brazil. Are you from Brazil?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where?
Rio
Okay.
de Janeiro.
And when did you come here?
When I came here 2015, I came for be sparring for one guy in the Brazilian top 10 in Toronto, but it's not happening because I suppose I receive pay for doing, and it's not this the case. And they start
So you decided you open up your own studio?
On that time, I focus on my family, you know. I stop a little bit. I stopped to have my space, but I keep going some places to training.
So you've just opened up this new studio in Port Perry on... This is... Where is this? Reach?
On
North Port.
Reach Street.
Reach Street?
Yeah.
North what?
Port Road.
North Port Road.
North Port.
But that's Reach.
All right. And you guys just opened the studio up?
Yeah,
MSJ Combat is the name of it?
Yes. I teach last year in the one dojo in Uxbridge, where I meet Ira and Dave. Is the guys be my students at the beginning with China friends and China brothers, and I'm not happy on that, and I'm quit. And like 2 weeks after, they call me, hey, let's open our space. And they say, oh, buddy, It's not a good time now because like money in the middle of the winter. And come and check the place. And we go and come here and look now.
Awesome. So how big is this studio and how many students can you have here?
I have two spaces. I have a space upstairs and downstairs.
Oh, that's what all that noise was.
Yes. So it's like I can fit here like 30 kids easily.
Wow.
Upstairs more 10, 12 kids.
And how many do you have enrolled now?
Right now, how many we have right now?
About 35.
About 35 kids.
Wow. So you have different time slots for different age groups, I guess?
Different age groups. We do a self-defense for women too.
Oh, self-defense for women. That's great.
Yeah.
What age group is this noisy group over here now?
It's like a 7 to 9 years old.
7 to 9.
Yeah.
And you run this from 5:30 to?
5:30 to 6:30.
To 6:30. And they run around for an hour?
Yeah, we're now for an hour, and after that I have the 10 to 15.
How do you get their attention, and what do you teach them when you do?
I'm louder, a little bit louder, and like I'm big, and the kids like and I make a deal with the kids. If they like to play, kids love to play.
Yeah.
So if they work hard during the training, they play on the end.
Yeah.
So I try to teach them to pay attention and respect, and at the same time, like a play in the end.
Yeah.
Because when you're working, you receive money.
Yeah.
When they're working, they receive the play at
Right.
the end. You know, and so
There's a
like
reward.
that, yeah, I get the attention for the kids. And if you don't listen, you don't play in the end. So get
right.
the lessons for some kids, don't wanna listen, and then they don't play. We do like a rules.
Awesome. Well, it's great to meet you. Thank you for your time.
No problem.
You better get in there and start your group
Yes,
up, eh?
thanks so
All right. What do you want to say to this, Aaron? You're too
You're
shy.
in there, you come up and sign up. Be part of the team. Yeah.
So you're teaching self-defense, discipline, and listening?
It's more,
I guess my kids could use a little bit of that, eh?
I think every kid needs it, right? Yeah.
So it sounds like you've got some more room for some more students coming up?
There's always room.
There's always room.
Always room.
If you don't have room, then you'll expand.
That's the idea.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you've got, how many classes do you run now?
We've got this class from 5:30 to 6:30, and then we've got a class after that from 6:30 to 7:30. Then we got a half an hour break, and then we start our adult class at 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock.
8 to 9.
Yep.
And what do you teach the adults? And is it just anybody over 18 kind of thing?
Yep.
Or do you have like an age range?
No.
You have a seniors class?
We've got an older fella that trains here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to keep at your own pace, right? We don't push anyone here.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you for having me up here. It's a nice place.
Awesome.
So this was Dan, Dave,
Steve, Doug,
Dan, Dave, Steve, and you're the third owner in MSJ Combat here in Port Perry.
that is correct, yeah.
What do you do?
Well, Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
Yeah, we do a lot of different things. I wear many different hats here, but mainly I have a supportive role.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
And what inspired you guys to get together with these two other gentlemen to start your own jiu-jitsu
Well,
dojo up here?
once upon a time, the professor and I ran into each other at another dojo, and I introduced myself, and I didn't even know he was a professor at the time, so I introduced myself and to Ray, his lovely wife Ray, and just said, "Hey man, what's going on?" Because that's kind of who I am, and he was like, "Hey," you know what I mean? From there, he ended up running a program at that gym, and he's just like, "Yeah, I'll run the program. I want this guy to help me," and that's kind of how we became fast friends.
Good.
Right. So. Yeah, so that's kind of how that happened, and then through training with each other and stuff like that, I helped train the kids at the gym that we met each other at, and I just kind of slipped into the role of coach.
Supervisor.
Yeah.
What is your favorite age group to train with?
That's hard, man. Every kid has, every age group has a different dynamic. The little kids, it's awesome because everything is so new, and the challenges are their short attention span, but everything is brand new and it's all amazing. Say the kids from 7 and 9, they're really, really funny, and you're at the cusp of seeing who's actually a natural athlete and who has to work really hard, but they're hilarious. Yeah. And then the teenage kids, or from 10 to say 15, you actually start seeing real budding martial artists, right? And some guys come out for, like, at that age, some kids come out for just for something to do, man, just like playing soccer or whatever, right? But only has excellent fitness attributes and self-defense attributes and everything else that goes along with it. But they start living the way. They start living the life, right? Yeah. And to train jiu-jitsu, you kind of have to live that life. Any promising prospects in here? Anybody poised for UFC? We have a few guys that we're looking at. Yeah. There's a few younger kids that are. We're taking them to the provincials first, and then the nationals, which have pretty wicked. If we win, when they win, has awesome prospects, like fighting in Europe and so on. Oh wow! So cool, representing Team Canada and things like that. Good. Mm-hmm. We better get back in there and support your group. Thanks, Supervisor. Buddy. Good to meet you. All right, man. Good Dave, Dan, Steve. Forgot Doug. All right. That was our friends from AMJ
Brazilian
Jiu-Jitsu.
There you go. Kids, right? They do kids? It's mostly kids or all ages?
Yeah, lots of kids. You should take your fucking kid there, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let them run off some of that energy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
There's a ton of kids running around that day. There's also adult classes.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I looked at that and I was like, no.
You know what I like to do? I like to fight.
I like to sit down.
But I like to turtle.
Yeah. I like to sit
lay down here in a ball
and talk.
I like to eat nachos. Like,
there we go.
Fuck fighting. Just eat some nachos.
Nachos are great.
Nachos are great.
I think I'm gonna make a plate of nachos after we're done here.
Yeah. No popcorn in it.
Yep. All right. Thank you to our guest, Mr. Michael McDevitt.
Where does War come from?
Oh, I just talked about that when you were upstairs.
Okay. I'll have to. I'll hear it in the edits.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks so much.
Any last words?
No.
All right. Signing off.